maybe it was from a flat week of practice, but we definitely know there's an issue today, and moving forward, we're definitely going to make sure it's fixed.
Just talk about, what was it? Was it something that their defense was doing, or was it just kind of you couldn't get on track, if you will?
Not at all. It was just about rhythm. We just couldn't. Sometimes we'd find that rhythm, we'd get right out of it, or we'd have a penalty just kind of get us right out of that rhythm, or maybe one or two guys might, miss a block or something like that. But I mean, it wasn't really anything they did. It was just us not being able to execute continual plays in a row to keep a drive going or convert on third down.
It's obviously very frustrating, especially as a quarterback that falls on my shoulders to get my team in the end zone, and it's very frustrating the past 2 games.
Can you kind of figure out what was it? Was it their defensive line just busting up your offensive line? Was it the reads you weren't making? Can you kind of pinpoint what was going on in that game? Why you guys couldn't move the ball consistently and score?
I think they were a solid defense, and I was missing on some plays here and there, and just wasn't our day. Ball didn't roll our way, and we just got to get back on the practice field and execute next week.
This is almost a game like you had to have because of how tight this conference is. Just the disappointment, but also the realization about the uphill battle it is now to try and stay in the conference battle.
Yeah, now we got to win out, and we were, that was our goal anyway. So really, we had the same goal, but this definitely, hopefully, was an eye opener for us and really gets us focused on next week.
Certainly, probably the most frustrating game in your tenure here.
Yeah, it was. It just gave ourselves some chances, just couldn't make it happen, just couldn't get it in down there when we had some opportunities. And as a head coach, my responsibility to get us ready to play, and we didn't play very well overall. And but PC, give them credit, they did what they needed to do.
Jamie, what do you say to the defense after a day like that, not coming out with a win?
Well, tough. That's a responsibility. You're supposed to not do it. And I told them, they played well. They gave us chances, but we just didn't make it when it happened. The defense knows that the way we play, it's going to be tight games, and for the most part, we came out. We just didn't get it done today together. There's a lot of mistakes that that I think both sides made, but it's life.
How do you get this team right for next week? I mean, it's the first game of the conference season, but everybody knows what you have ahead of you, starting with Coastal next week. But I mean, Christian talked about senior leadership and getting things right. But I mean, what do you do as a coaching staff to shake this?
Well, obviously, Coastal is a great team. Most of our tough teams are forward. But I think we've got a good group of character people in there that, are obviously upset, but I think they'll come back and play well. We are who we are right now. We're struggling to find any type of consistency on offense. And when we do that, we're going to be in tight games like this. And when we don't make the plays we need to, it's a struggle. But we'll rebound. Now, whether it's good enough to win or not, I don't know, but we'll rebound, and we'll be ready to play next week.
Are there